Welcome to One Woman's Views. Today I have quite a saga for you. When I was on TikTok earlier this week, I came across a video that made me stop and think, something is off. So I checked out the profile where I found many more videos on the same subject. As I watched each and every video, I became more and more suspicious. This is the story of Sarah Caro and her former landlord, Brian Ledbetter. Brian is also an attorney. Sarah claims her landlord unlawfully entered her home on multiple occasions, touched her belongings, and messed with her Ring cameras. I have taken these videos and arranged them in chronological order, watching them closely and turned up the volume to hear more of the dialogue. Based on this and a little research, I'm going to show you, the viewers, why I believe Sarah is purposely making a huge deal of this. There have been several articles about this published online. Many mention how most states have laws regarding landlord entry into a home. Take this paragraph from Board Panda for example. It references Investopedia, stating that landlords cannot enter the home without notice. This snippet is from an article on the We Got This Covered website. The writer here refers to a site called iProperty Management. This writer misrepresents the information given by the site. She says in the state of Illinois, the landlord can only enter without notice in emergency cases, which is not true. The site actually states the following. A landlord's right to entry in Illinois can be for inspections, maintenance, or emergencies, and that there is no specific requirement for giving notice. They can also do this without the tenant being present. It also states that not only are landlords not subject to a specific requirement for advance notice, it also states that it is a general rule that 24 hours is a reasonable notice unless there's a specific reason for another amount. This doesn't mean that by law he has to give her 24 hours notice. It's just a general rule. This information can be verified by reading the laws, which can be found here. In no part of this does it state that there is a requirement for landlord entry. Why do these and other articles state misinformation? Why are they listening to TikTok commenters? Why did they not take the time to verify their information by finding the actual laws and depend on non-legal sites for their information? Between the way Sarah exaggerated her posts, the misinformation given by commenters and online media, it is no wonder this story has gotten so much unjustifiable attention. As we go through these videos, I want you to pay attention to the dates. Most of them lack context before or after each clip. There will also be time gaps that may make some ask why. There are 4 cameras, one each in the living room, bedroom, and kitchen. There is also one at the front door. Keep this in mind. I enlarged these as much as I could without leaving out her own text. It is important that you see these. The earliest of the videos begins on August 12th. Here you can see Mr. Ledbetter entering around 2:30 p.m. and carrying something in his left hand along with keys and something in his mouth. He immediately walks into the bedroom on his right and goes to the window. He appears to be doing something there and then walks further into the room. Nothing more was posted for this day, not even footage from the bedroom, which would have shown what he was doing in there. Next in our chronological order of evidence, we have a video on August 13th around 5:30 p.m. of Mr. Ledbetter standing outside. He is holding an ASOS bag and a mallet. According to Miss Caro, he was texting her that he was there. She claims she had already asked him at this point to only email her. He then leaves the package on the electrical chest. As you can see, this is an apartment because there are 4 meters. He then walks away. In the comments, Miss Caro seemed really paranoid about the mallet. Next, what we have is a screenshot from Miss Caro's Ring app. You will see from the next video that the date is August 16th. There is a bottle of something on the counter and what looks like a plastic bag behind it. Mr. Letterber is holding either a bag or a large piece of fabric, like a kitchen towel or a shirt, in his hand, as he looks at the camera. This next video is approximately 6 minutes later. You can see whatever he had in his hand is now on top of the bottle. It shows him walk out of the kitchen. For some reason, Miss Caro seems worried about his music. We now jump forward about 10 minutes. We see Mr. Letterber doing something in what appears to be an empty fridge. There could be stuff in there, but not in the area that we can see through the crack. For copyright purposes, I have muted this clip, but I did find that the song Miss Caro seems to be concerned with is Let Her Go by Passenger. While working in the fridge, Mr. Letterber says stress. Miss Caro asks what he is doing. However, she never posts videos of him entering or exiting. This would show what supplies he brought with him. Moving on to August 22nd at 11:53 a.m. There's a photo of him with a gray jacket in his hand. This is one place where he touches something of hers. However, Mrs. Caro doesn't post anything before this. There would be no reason to touch it unless it was laying on the floor and he picked it up. But how are we supposed to know without more context video? You will see in this next video that the jacket is on the chair. Miss Caro says wait for it. You will see in later videos that Miss Caro leaves her windows open when gone. Keep in mind that it is August. Mr. Letterber closes them and runs the air when inside the apartment. This appears to be him unlocking the window, opening it, and pushing a button on the air conditioner. I'm assuming he's getting ready to leave. There are no other videos from this date posted. It left me wanting even more context once again. The next series of videos are from August 25th, starting at almost 9 a.m., where Miss Caro claims Mr. Letterber is breaking and entering. The first sighting of him is when he walks out of the bedroom instead of when he came in the door, which would have shown if he brought any tools or materials. He proceeds to turn on the lights, go to the kitchen, close the kitchen window, and hook up the air conditioner. Previous to posting this video, Mrs. Caro posted the Ring app screenshot saying he was looking at the camera. I would like you to also make note that the kitchen table is now gone. Empty fridge, table gone. Seems like someone's moving. The next video is from a little after 9 a.m. It is short, so before I start the video, I want to mention a couple of things. First, you will see the blinds are up and there are no other window coverings. Second, you can turn up the volume and hear someone say something. You will see why in a couple of clips that follow. You also see Mr. Letterber pick up his drink and wipe away the condensation drink.
Well, also, like,
Now we jump ahead to 10:04 a.m., where he is talking to another person that appears to be repairing something in the bathroom.
Well, With the key. You sent it away. Sweet. Holy shit.
When's it coming in?
I just found it.
That's amazing.
That is, dude. That passes up amazing.
Yes.
In a minute. 1 minute of looking.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's like it.
Well, you know what the trick is? It's what to look for.
Yeah.
It can exist, but what to look for.
That's true. I mean, one thing I'm.
And you want to know the beauty of it? You just saw me take it apart, so you're going to be able to put it back together.
Sort of.
And you want to know the beauty of it? You just saw me take it apart, so you're going to be able to put it back together.
Sort of.
Well, you don't have to take this apart.
Okay.
But,
Oh, I know how to. Yeah, I know how to slide that back in. Like that. That good?
well, no, like we can't.
Because it won't. It won't. Yeah. It's a good idea. Might be down for that.
Yeah, that could be.
Exactly.
I'm gonna reverse the X. Okay. So basically, this is nothing you might look at.
Well, should we just keep it? Should we just keep it open? Like, and let's see when this.
Well, I can
how
do
fast
that.
when this comes. Is it prime? Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
Dude.
Add the cart.
Okay. Yeah.
Then, 10 minutes later, we go into the living room. I had to mute this clip. It had that Capone "Oh No" song so very loudly over it. However, my transcriber did make out a few words. This last video from the 25th just shows Mr. Lederber walking to the kitchen looking for something. The tagline states that he is preying on her and messing with her cameras. Up to this point, did you notice anything that fits this description? Now, for the last date in Sarah Caro's video series, August 28th. Here where we will watch in videos from both her cell phone and Ring cameras. It is important to note that the very first couple of videos posted to her TikTok will be a couple of cell phone videos, and they were posted on August 28th. That's right. Nothing I have shown you this far was posted until after August 28th. Now, let's begin. We start with a little after 8 a.m. with Mr. Lederber coming out of his kitchen as he turns on the lights and closes windows. What we don't get to see here is when he entered, or him bringing in repair tools and supplies. But in these next two Ring app screenshots, we see a tool bag to the left. We are also shown in pictures only that Mr. Lederber was using a plant to block the kitchen camera. This is a snapshot of what he had been doing in the kitchen. Then we have an 8:15 shot of the camera's blocked view. This video was a couple minutes long and provided really nothing more. At 8:27, we see Mr. Lederber walking to the bedroom with the bag we previously seen in the kitchen and a plastic shopping bag. He sets the plastic shopping bag in front of the camera. It's quite difficult to tell the time on this next one. It is just too blurry. It is around, I want to say 8:45 from the best I can tell. It shows the bedroom camera facing another direction, maybe having fallen, but it doesn't include footage of it being touched. Miss Caro seems to be worried about the song playing once again. I could make out some of the words, but still could not get this song identified. The next series of videos starts somewhere between 8:45 and 9:40. Miss Caro called 911 on Mr. Lederber for entering the apartment as well as blocking her cameras. Pay attention to what both her and he has to say, as well as places where the videos just conveniently end.
So once again, we're here, Brian Lederber, landlord, also attorney. These two officers think it's okay that he's in here when he wants and he can touch my belongings and move my cameras.
Don't forget to mention he emailed you that he was coming today to fix some stuff. Right? Didn't he do that?
Per your list. Per your list.
So this officer here, what's your name again?
Etc.
He keeps siding with the man who's in
Not siding.
my apartment. Yes, you are, sir, and you have been.
I'm just saying, he provided you an email that you
This
said you
officer
got.
keeps citing
An email that you
this
said you
officer
got.
with him, and he thinks it's okay that he's turning my cameras around in my apartment at will.
He's just trying to get a new tenant in. That's all.
So this officer obviously hasn't seen the other reports or the other calls.
There are multiple?
Did you pay your rent this month? Yeah.
How many of these situations did you have?
You know what?
So this is making a lot more sense why this officer keeps siding with him when he doesn't know the full story.
It was okay until the last tenant we had. Same thing. Didn't pay rent. Had to chase.
This is gonna get
Same thing. Didn't pay rent. Had to chase.
this is gonna get a lot of views. This is amazing. So they offered their supervisor. Supervisor has not arrived. Then they told me that the supervisor is busy, right, officer?
He's coming. But we have other calls that we have to attend to.
So this is not important. A man in my
We
apartment.
called him less than a minute ago.
Yes, I don't
A
know.
man in my apartment is turning my cameras around and purposely
Your
blocking them.
landlord is in the apartment.
Okay, and so he has a right to touch my belongings?
He's
Is that what you're
allowed
saying?
to come in and do work in your
So
apartment.
he's been
yes.
touching my belongings. These officers think it's okay.
So he's trying to fix up the apartment.
He hasn't
He's
fixed.
trying to fix it up.
I've actually made it better than he has. He has
Because
not
he's trying
fixed
to get a new
anything.
tenant in because you didn't pay your rent. You're doing it right. Going through the process.
He's already locked me out. He's already locked me out.
Guys, were my flip-flops outside the door? I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry. All right. Yep.
Can you get some for him? I don't want him up here.
I'm coming up here the second I want to. I don't know what's so difficult to understand about that, but he gave you reasonable notice before he's coming in.
Are this?
You acknowledge that you have to be there.
Are those your tools?
Yes, I should take
I would not take.
Yeah, that's good.
Guys, were my flip-flops outside the door there?
Lay down there.
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry. They're just jammed.
They're in my bedroom.
I'm not seeing them. $1,000 worth of lines. Yeah. The oven's not finished yet, Sarah. I'll try and get into that probably next.
It's been over 45 days. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get to it. I'll be back.
Is that everything, Brian?
I think so. Yeah. It's good. My wife makes me check my phone, keys, and wallet every time I leave the door. All right. Yeah. Thank you, officer.
We'll be outside. Our supervisor should be arriving.
This week, some have started questioning Sarah Caro as she continues to post videos. She has since moved, and I'm pretty sure she was already moving based on what we've seen. She also has a link to a GoFundMe on her profile, which was created on August 30th. This would be 2 days after the last videos, which were actually the first videos she posted to TikTok. The last time I checked, she has gotten 27 donations totaling $540 from concerned followers and maybe some more people she knows. The description in one of her videos states that she will only answer questions for a $1 donation to that GoFundMe. Seems pretty sketch. This week, she also claims it is not safe for her to return by herself. It has been over a month and she has already moved. So why would she be returning? One commenter this week suggested she get a restraining order, in which she responded that the judge denied it. Gee, I wonder why. At the time of editing this video, this was her newest post. Take a look at the hashtags. Hashtag stalker. Hashtag harassment awareness. Hashtag domestic abuse awareness. Have you seen any domestic abuse in any of this? You can make your own deductions from it, as well as this next one that is just a little older. Personally, I think because she had not paid rent, Mr. Letteber had already served Miss Caro with an eviction notice. He then proceeds to get started with getting the apartment ready for the next tenant. He also emailed her letting her know that he would be in and out doing so per her lease. She then waits until she is locked out and he is inside, having blocked her cameras, to call the police. When things don't go the way she wants, she starts uploading videos and creates a GoFundMe to help her with the moving expenses because she couldn't even afford to pay her rent there. Her posts have garnished pity for many people who have fed into her paranoia, whether real or fake. Some comments made are misinformation based on the state she was living in. Will she post anything more with solid proof of wrongdoing? The only thing I consider wrong based on my findings would be blocking the cameras. But that was done only on that last day where she admitted she had already been locked out. What do you, the viewers, think about all of this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for having watched this video, and be sure you aren't too quick to believe any and everything you find online. Until next time, bye!